let's look at the area underneath the plot of acceleration versus time. So just drawing some random shapes. We have here a positive slope, a slope of 0, and a negative slope, and in there we have these different regions, triangles and a rectangle. We know the area of a triangle and rectangle. We know the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times the height. And the area of a rectangle, you know, is base or length times height. So for each of these quantities, we can see, we don't really care about the 1/2 here, we can see we're multiplying base or length times height, which is, in each case, the same. Time times the acceleration. Acceleration is a vector quantity. I'll show that with the arrow. So what is time times acceleration? If memorization is not your thing, you could do a unit analysis. So you could look at what are the units of time and what are the units of acceleration and multiply them, see what you get. So time is typically in seconds. Acceleration is typically in meters per second squared. You can see when we multiply these, the seconds will cancel with 1 left in the denominator, so we have meters per second. That should be enough to tell you this is a velocity. So we can conclude that the area underneath a acceleration time graph is our velocity. So for each of these portions I've drawn here, above the x-axis with positive acceleration, like say this is positive 10 meters per second squared, for example, this whole portion would be a positive velocity. Everything above the x-axis is positive. Now, what's a negative velocity? Well, we don't really have room. I'll just write over top here. If the plot was something like this, just making up these slopes, they could really be anything. Any region in here would have a negative velocity. Why is that? Well, if we were to extend the y-axis, you could see that the acceleration would be, say, negative 10 meters per second squared or something. Using a negative quantity in the heights would multiply by a negative and would give us a negative velocity. So I'll leave it at that for now.